Show 'em how strong I got. All right, sounds good. All right, here we go. All right, we'll do an athletics. We're better at that anyways. Add 8 to this guy. Oh, that's a 20? As as he should. Oh, he's letting me stand him up a little bit. Awesome. Yeah, hell. Ah, it's been a long it's been a long time, Pops. How the hell are you? Well, so glad you came. Yeah, you should come in, meet my friends. This must be good news. Wait, did you h- are you coming to get me? Well, I thought you couldn't come and I thought you were gonna next come to see me to take me home, but you couldn't come until you cleared your debt. So you must have. Oh, and Kaz kind of like hangs his head down. Well, it's good that you can come and visit at least, and you should meet my friends. I have the best friends. You can't wait to meet them. Yeah, they're awesome. Um, yeah, you've got to meet them. Rafi and Claire and Hobby and Della and this chick that I hired behind the bar. She's kind of hot uh, um yeah, Dad. Yeah. You'll see. Oh, and we and our I think I told you our son Hobby. You'll just have to meet him. He's great. Come on in if you can squeeze through. That I know it's kind of small, but
Max. Flacco says you're muted on stream.
Oh no.
I'm so
eh,
sorry. That would Was I muted the whole time? Because I
We'll
did the
never
intro the
know.
best I've ever done. And that would really suck if I was muted the entire time. No. Uh
oh no. Don't worry, you only
Oh
miss me
no.
in my heartwarming moment with Dad.
okay,
Well, half
well,
of it, because maybe they heard you, but
I guess there's always closing announcements. I'm pretty sure I wasn't muted for the whole thing. I did change some audio things to like let Zoom be heard because I think that was muted, so maybe that fucked with it. I don't know. Let's pray. Yeah, to recap, everybody, if you didn't hear me, the party is throwing a housewarming party in their new keep. Keswin's dad showed up, and he invited him to sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, you watch as he walks to the door and his head just takes out a chunk of stone and just leaves a full impression. I'm just kidding. Like a cartoon
Just
punch out.
completely wrecks the house.
No, he ducks down and kind of makes his way, and his wings kind of fold up and then expand back out to take up more space as he finishes his entry. The rest of you, real quick, we'll jump around to you guys. What have you all been doing? Just as a general thing, as people have been filtering in.
And one of the answers can be you're riding bulls at the party that Keswin summoned last time.
I
I
forgot
am
you
not,
did that.
but I am drinking drinks and
Forgot.
watching people ride the bulls at the party.
That's
I'm
a viable option.
I've been sensing this whole shabacle from like in here, so I've just been watching the door while Caswin's, and talking, just like seeing what's going on.
Okay, great.
Della has turned on all the baths, the big ass baths, and just started like a little pool party in there.
Hey yo, okay.
And she has enlisted Grub to help with like magical effects, like do some cool lights and stuff in there. Maybe like up some bubbles.
Absolutely.
Bubbles.
As a matter of fact, I might add the main hall. If you'd like, Grub also did and not only Grub, but you also invited the bard you met at the Yawning Portal. Both of them threw up some magical lights in the main hall that are all different colors and kind of pulse from like a green to purple to pink, sometimes blue. And just kind of continue to float around the main area. So Grub will absolutely throw some lights up in the hot tub for you.
Yeah.
And I really wish, I was so looking forward to making a hot tub, but I did not have time.
Can I get a hot tub?
Next session,
Aw.
the hot tub
Oh,
will be built up. But yeah, awesome. Yeah, you're doing that. The for placement purposes, your Dwergar buddies are all absolutely taking turns riding the bulls. It is a little chaotic and a little dangerous, but nobody seems to mind. Oh wait, right, I had a audio for this. Here we go. That'll sound even more party-like. Helm, your bard buddy, is over at the stage kind of dais in the corner. It's been converted a little bit. And he's playing up some tunes for you all. The slime girl, Maya, is behind the bar, enthralling guests, especially currently Horalu, the muscle-bound arm wrestle guy that Caswin invited just because he was strong. And yeah, lots of people have been filtering around. You do see, notably, Javi has a whole crowd of fiery looking individuals that have kind of crowded around him. A couple have dispersed and actually gone to the hot tub, surprisingly, and seem to be making it exceptionally steamy in there. They do seem to enjoy the sauna quite a bit.
nice.
Last but not least, Marquis Flair and the Duchess Ventus Skystrike are both in the corner nearest the entrance, kind of sipping on some chalices and talking to each other as the only people of nobility that seem to have shown up. So there is a third individual there. Seems to be making some conversation with them. A drow woman with a stunning black and silver dress that Della, you recognized from earlier as they walked in. I don't think. No, you guys did go there to help save what was his fucking name? The bird man.
Yes.
Nark.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have vaguely met this woman, the rest of you. Except for you, Ty. You've never seen this woman in your life.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's kind of a synopsis as of the party goings-ons. Grub is currently eating just a lot of food. And then plans to get in the hot tub right after, which is not a great idea, but Grub is gonna do Grub. And that's basically what all's happening as a fucking Swolar walks in the door. And just, ha! As shiny and out of place as Caswin almost always is, he is nothing compared to the majesty. Well, I wouldn't say nothing. There's an uncanny resemblance, for sure, but definitely overshadowed by his papa, as this angel from, well, heaven. Quite literally walks in your door. Caswin, what would you like to do?
Just start dragging him around and be like, all right, these are the boys, his hobby,
Boof.
and
Boof.
and gang. Hobby is well, he's basically our kid, and he's all grown up now, and he's been on a lot of adventures with us, and yeah, he's the best.
Sees,
Don't know where to.
kind of tilts his head a little bit to look at Javi. Says, your kid, did you had
Well,
are you paying
no.
like child support or
No, not like you and like Ma or
getting
whatever,
child
but
support?
like he's kind of like a we found him when he was a kid, and we kind of took him in. He's like
Oh.
he's a member of the family. Yeah.
Adopted kid, right? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh, you see a big smile kind of go on his face. He says, Habanero, I've seen you on Flame Talk, or at least when it gets reposted to Favorite Instagram, I do see you from time to time.
That's he's the best.
I love that most of you were like, fucking goddamn it.
I love it though.
Nana sent me TikTok famous.
And he's really strong. You could see this thing. He does all this fire stuff with his tail, and whenever you touch him, you get burned. It's awesome. So he made him kick ass armor with the Dwergar. Let go.
You see his hobby looks over and is just like awestruck for a little bit before he hello sir, are you the lemongrass and lavender fields? You go, yeah, that would be me. You know me? Of course I know of you, holy shit. And he will, Javi kind of like geeks out for a second. It's like, I've seen this guy all over. Well, when his favorite Instagram posts get reposted on TikTok, I flame talk. Usually it's not by your accounts. You should probably look into that. But huge fan. I saw you bench press an entire castle the other night, and that was just so cool to watch. He said, oh yes, I did that. That was a fun one. A little bit bigger than this place, but you know, what can I say? Ugh. Swolar champion, am I right? And as he flexes, like there's just a little bit of like a burst of wind across the room. Just from his sheer muscle force. And Javi practically melts into a little salamander puddle.
Cass is just beaming. So that's Javi and his followers. And then he's gonna bring him right over to, where's Rafi in the room?
Where have you
Over
been,
by
Rafi?
the bulls.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're up here.
The bulls
Yeah,
have
these
just
are
been fucking around in the middle here.
so I bring you to these are my bulls, and this is my good friend Rafi and Della.
Hey,
What?
you look shiny.
Oh, thank you. A turtle man? Okay. I'd heard of that. I didn't know.
You know, sometimes turtle, sometimes boar, sometimes giant ape. Depends on the day.
Interesting. It's quite a varied skill set you have there.
We have fun.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Sure, you know who I am, and he does a little peck dance for a second.
I assume you're Kaz's dad. You're like Kaz, but kind of all around better.
Well, that's right.
Well, I mean,
Well, he is.
my son is great in many ways, and most of them are from me. So, there's a striking resemblance.
Kaz, you are great.
I know, but Dad is better.
One giant hand just kind of ruffles gives you a little noogie on your head, Caswin. It's weird to see Caswin just get like basketball palmed, but that's kind of what happens.
It's Pops. It's all right. He is the best.
Yeah. You see, as one of the bulls just comes running by, Garrett just goes, ah! You're one of the Dwargar like rogue you had met before, just running along behind it. Ty, if you can make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Sorry, you were in the pathway.
Yeah.
Not getting invited at the party.
What's my dex? But I have advantage. So.
You know what? There you go. Thank God you have your crazy sword.
Mhm. Yeah. Uh,
Okay, slightly better. It wasn't a hard DC. This was a party. As you see this bull rushing towards you, you kind of jump back onto this bench. Just narrowly manage to avoid this bull from charging past you. You see as it does slam into Andreas or whoever this person is. Ty, you don't know them either.
Hey, watch it with the bulls.
Andreas kind of gets hit a little bit, but doesn't seem to affect them too much. Just kind of watch it go by. Garrett is kind of flying on the back. Sorry, and the bull continues to run just straight out the doors. So he goes,
I step up to the guy just got him, and I said, "Are you all right?"
She kind
It
of
was
turns her head over to you. Yeah, I'm fine.
all right.
Thanks for your concern. Kind of sees they give you a look up and down, and then they look over your shoulder. Interesting. It's a nice sword.
Yeah, it is something.
This weird, awkward, terse conversation over to the side.
It is something.
Hey, I got like a death-defying sword on my back. Of course, I'm gonna be fucking weird about it.
She's just giving you a look.
Yeah.
Yes, Casman?
Well, yeah, so you guys haven't met Claire yet. Where's Claire?
Oh. You mean the really small one, right? The rabbit?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was outside. She looked busy, you know what I mean? Gives you a wink.
Oh shit. Her and Ryan. All right. I knew that man would come in handy.
Gotta say, I respect him. He was very cool. I'd like to
He's a good hire.
Have a bit of an arm wrestling contest with him. He works for you.
Yeah. He's our
Wow.
doorman.
Wow. See, I saw him at the gate. I just assumed he was just here to help out, but he works. Very
He
nice,
works.
Gaswin.
Yeah, he's great. We love him. We love everybody here. This is a great day. I've been drinking a little bit
Ooh.
before you got here. Come and meet the lady of the house here.
Yeah.
Me
As you come over there, you see
me oh my.
your buddy
good,
Hora over there with his groupies.
Yeah.
Hora was getting down a little bit wobbly. Seems to have had a few drinks. Sees your pa approaching. Goes, oh, oh, oh.
Yeah. Meet my dad.
That's a lot of man.
That's what I'm saying, dude. He's Swolar, baby.
See, Zachariah kind of looks over down at him and says, hey there. Kind of looks at the expression that's being given for a moment. Kind of winks for a second and blows a kiss, and you see his Hora just goes, it just stumbles backwards. He seems to be a little bit
Excellent.
off guard for some reason.
I told you. Apple don't fall far from the tree, but this is Pops.
Hora quickly excuses himself. So, nice to meet you, and kind of makes his way out. Followed by a couple rupees. Actually, no, he goes straight to the hot tub. What am I saying? They head deeper in.
Yeah. My guy. Well, meet Mia. She's a gem.
Yeah, you see Mia behind the bar, currently mixing up a variety of cocktails and pouring them out, with various levels of debauchery involved. You know, I'll leave that up to your imagination. But
I'm assuming she doesn't have a tip jar. She has like a tip like chest that's just like filling.
basically,
Yeah.
funnily enough, she is just aflush with coin, which is kind of pretty. It's almost like when you get one of those like squishy balls that has like a bunch of glitter in it and shake it around. It's like that, but it's kind of eternally shaking inside of her. It's just like gold pieces, silver, platinum, very, very few copper. That's collecting inside of her slowly. And it seems like the more coin that's in there, the like slightly taller she gets. It's just expanding to make room for it.
Excellent.
Kind of looks over to you, says, hello.
Hey,
Welcome.
Mia.
Yeah, it was Kevin, right?
Kaz win. You said it right. I knew you'd remember.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Hi. Did you come over to get a drink?
Yeah, to meet Pops. This is Pops. Zachariah, meet Mia.
Kind of
And I
steps
give him a
over.
wink because I had already told him that she was smoking hot, so he
Mhm.
knows.
He exchanges a swift glance with you and kind of nods. Says, wow. We don't have anybody like her in Mount Celestia. That's nice.
That's what I'm saying.
I gotta
You
come
missing
down
out
here
up
more
there.
often, huh?
Mhm.
well. I wish I could anyway.
Well, you got out here tonight. That's the important thing. Let's live it
Took some
up.
time from my boy.
We get to live it up, man.
Absolutely. What kind of drink would you recommend? What should we have? What should I... You know what? I don't think I've seen you since you became a drinking age individual. What do you want?
Oh, Dad, you know we gotta do it like tradition. And I point over to like one of the barrels of beer that are in like behind the tap, and I just the whole thing, and I asked for 2 barrels.
He grins. This is... No, I knew you were my son. Mia kind of looks over and says, Oh, I mean, it's your beer, so sure.
Yeah.
And you see as she kind of takes a moment and completely dissolves out of humanoid form, and you just see a big slime ball kind of reach down and grip the barrel, and kind of
Excellent.
it's shaking a little bit with the effort, but it kind of plunks it down on the counter, and then takes the other one,
Hell yeah.
and then it kind of goes back down and reforms into her clothes and stands back up fully. Once again, full of glittery coins that are just floating around. Okay, that was a lot of lifting. Enjoy. And she she just gives them to you.
And immediately I go, all right, Dad, me first. You count it down. And as soon as he's able to, Caswin like throws back this barrel and is gonna try to drink for as long as he can before he has to burp and put it
Fuck
down.
yeah.
Because that's what we do.
I think this is a Constitution check.
Oh, wait, let's go.
And your papa is going to attempt it as well.
Saving throw or check?
We're gonna do a check because you're
All right.
actively doing. Well, I don't know. Are you proficient in saving throws?
Yeah, I'm proficient in every. Well, I'm because of my aura. I'm helping Dad too. We're both
Oh.
gonna see how long we can go.
Okay.
He's an ally,
That sounds fun. Sure. It'll be a saving throw then.
so add 4 to his save too. This
Dope.
is a +6, so a dirty 20. Damn, dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
That's
That's
pretty
pretty
That's pretty good.
good. Wouldn't you know it? That was a natural 20.
Hey,
Oh.
Pops, let's go.
You do pretty good. But and it's kind of amazing to watch especially from a third party perspective. And there are a lot of eyes looking at Zachariah, but he just takes it and just like pops the entire lid off and drinks it like it's a normal mug.
Hell yeah.
And it's just like 3 gulps and then it's gone.
Oh, what a champ. I let out a huge belch as we would traditionally to let everyone know that we've done a good job.
That's a Constitution check.
Yes. All right, let's get our +2 to this belch.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's only a 6. Not as loud as we wanted. Just burp.
Fortunately, it's not throw up.
Yeah.
Can Rafi help him by walking over and giving him a big pat on the back?
You want to guidance his burp?
Hell yeah.
It's
These
a
are
burp.
important
Why
things.
not? You walk over and slap Kazan on the back. You literally burp him.
Yep.
Hell
Go ahead
yeah.
and add a D4, see if it's any better. Or are you trying to assist him with his burp? Because I don't think that would be possible. I assumed it was guidance.
This would be guidance, yeah.
Mhm.
All right, we'll take this. We'll take the 8. So we got 8.
Okay, dope. It's not terrible.
It's good.
Probably like a 8 out of 20. You'd think maybe.
That's just fine.
Zachariah got a total of 22. His burp is far-reaching, thunderous, and somehow tinged with a little bit of sexiness. And despite that, he just burped alcohol, beer, essentially. There's just a hint and a waft of like lavender and lemongrass that just floats through the air.
Hell yeah.
Just his natural musk, you know. Which, by the way, I might add, is it's almost a little bit too much. It's a little overpowering when you stand too close to him, for all of you that aren't Caswin. But you recognize the scent. It's very, very adjacent to what Caswin kind of exudes, except Caswin's is like more of like a practical cologne, or like you can smell a little bit of deodorant, aftershave, something. This guy is like he took a trucker shower, like just fully looped up with whatever Caswin normally has going on.
Hell yeah.
It's not super unpleasant, but it's a lot, you know.
He's got a lot more to it.
Yeah, he's
Well,
got
good
a
job,
lot.
Dad. Well, Dad, welcome to the party, man. This is awesome.
Hey, you know,
so-
I'm just happy I can come see you, son. It's been a minute. Sure, we can do some catching up. You can tell me all about your stories. What's been going on?
Well, we've been trying to make a name for ourselves. Book sales are way up, and me and my crew here have gone on a couple of different adventures in the Yawning Portal that they've given us some work and some notoriety, and um just trying to, hopefully become famous enough or strong enough so that even if you can't clear the debt, that I can go back home, you know?
You know what, son? That's a pretty good idea. It's not a bad plan either. Maybe we could talk some details about that, maybe.
Awesome.
Andreas has been telling me a lot about Shaw. And we've been talking a little bit, and I've got some thoughts, and there's plenty of time tonight, but we'll talk it out. You and me.
Okay.
Gives you a little slap on the back. A little more burp comes out. We'll take a pause from that as he kind of, you and him go into like a full regaling of your different tales. He asks for lots of details.
I
He-
overshare everything.
Yeah, perfect.
Talk a lot about muscles.
Yeah, he asks you a lot about your exploits, but he asks you a lot about your friends too, which you're more than happy to tell. I assume, and you just kind of go into your details, starting from like day one. That'll probably take a while, but is there anything else all three of you would like to do while this is going on?
I don't think so, no.
I mean,
I
Del just
think
like sure.
I think I'll just be having small talk with this individual. I have no idea who they are.
Okay. She goes over to this table where there's just like a big wine, like, wouldn't be a bottle, it'd be more like a big clay cairn kind of thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
And is just drinking straight from that.
I'll be telling her tales about like shit that happened to me in the gladiator ring.
Oh, okay. Are you attempting to impress here?
I suppose I could, yeah.
Okay, make a persuasion check for me.
Persuasion.
I would give you advantage, but you already have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
My persuasion is pretty bad.
Oh,
That's a 13.
okay.
This one.
And a 13.
So 13.
They seem to reciprocate your tales, and she is you've seen my VR chat avatar. She's about that stacked.
Okay.
She is kind of leaning there looking at you, and you do notice, what's your passive insight?
12.
12. Okay. She does seem to be pretty enjoying the conversation and talking back and telling you a few tales. She does at some point, if you guys are getting into exchanging stories and the like, she tells you a little bit about the first adventure that she sent this group of knuckleheads on, which actually only at the time included Caswin and Della, but seems to have a fondness for this group a little bit. You can tell just from how they're talking, but they also seem to be quite intrigued by you. I'll put it that way. Rafi, what are you up to real fast?
Rafi's just drinking his beer and taking in all the conversation and whatnot going on in the party.
Okay. As you kind of stand there in the middle, another bull rushes by. You have a good enough passive perception, I'd say. You see it before it like really hits you though, and it just kind of goes by. You keep a decent enough berth as you're vibing.
I'd like to think that a turtle's faster than a bull, personally, but
Well, you saw it in time that it didn't require a dex save, so just be lucky there. Okay. Well, if you want to do anything particular, be sure to, get my attention.
Sure.
Dello, what are you up to? Are you still managing the hot tub party, or?
She's come out to make sure that Grub doesn't eat too much before she tries to get in the hot tub.
Got you.
She may or may not be failing at keeping Grub from grubbing down, but
Grub has
gonna
successfully grubbed down. They had like a full huge ass turkey leg, which was just fucking massive in her hands. But has since finished that and seems to be doing pretty well. Kind of grins as she sees you approach, says, "Hey, so I think I'm almost ready for the hot tub. If you wanna get in there. I didn't really bring a swimsuit, but I figured it would be okay if I didn't wear anything.
I don't think anybody did. Seems we're that kind of party.
We'll just hang up a sign outside the door that says, I don't know what it would say, warning, boobies. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll get on that. How much have you had to eat?
I don't know. A lot. There's lots of food. You guys left out so much.
We did. I just don't want you cramping up.
That's a fucking wives' tale. You know that's not true.
All right. Well, if you start to seize up in the tub, just hang on to me. All right.
Yeah, you're like a cleric. I'll be fine.
Okay. She's just gonna like take inventory of like how many spell slots she has in her mind. Like, all right, we're gonna need some healing to go.
Do I have Revivify prepared today? Yeah. In that case, she would ask if you would want to go to the hot tub with her.
I think they'll have a drink first.
Gotta get ready for this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You can get drinks. There is currently your Maya's kind of staying behind the bar for the moment, tending to these two fucking celestials. But your other person, if you remember, her name's Willow, your halfling maid, is actually running drinks around and stuff, so you can get whatever you want just at the table.
Oh. She'll grab some ales or whatever's going around.
Yeah, it's a big tray, mostly ales, but there's also a few like straight whiskeys and stuff like that. Caswin I think he spent a lot of money on the drink bill.
Oh yeah,
so,
we were ready for this tab. We knew what was coming.
So it's a tray full of like pretty much whatever you could want, unless it's something super specific, but like
Nice.
Vodka, whiskey, ale.
And she will grab
Cider.
the most colorful, exciting looking drinks.
Okay. Yeah, there are a couple of glasses on there. There's actually like a set of 5 in one corner that are particularly interesting. They're like a peachy orange and they bubble.
Hey, yeah. Done a couple of those.
Okay. As you do, and Grub will join you in this, it's a very sweet, kind of bubbly peach flavor that goes down. And it kind of hits your tummy. You feel a kind of a sparkle going on down there and a little bit coming back up, and it just can't help but laugh as it comes out your mouth. Just back up, just a little bit of liquid happiness.
Hey.
Grub goes,
Need to get some of these in the tub.
I think I've heard of these. I didn't know they could make them here.
Oh, what are they?
I think they're called a fuzzy navel.
Well, my navel does feel fuzzy now.
Grub kind of pokes herself with a belly button. That's a word for it. Yeah, you guys have a couple of those. Shout out to the fuzzy navel from Fate's End.
Yeah.
Which I've been binge watching. Okay, so with that in mind, I assume Della, you will go to the hot tub now?
Yeah.
Cool. A few fuzzy navels to go. We'll just put you by the door because that's the direction of the hot tub. Um,
Cuckoo.
and as you go, you do see kind of Horalu is kind of swaying a little bit with a whole thing of like whiskey in one hand. Did you guys see that? He winked at me. Blew a kiss. Holy shit.
You're gonna make it.
Huh?
You're gonna make it.
Oh yeah. I've been way drunker than this.
Well, just don't get winked at too much, Nor.
No promises. You guys have guest rooms, right?
We've got rooms, if you don't mind the floor.
I like it. Yeah, you guys have not furnished any guest rooms at the moment. But that's fine.
But Catherine's room is a big sleeping room,
That's
so
true. It's a big
Catherine
room of
rooms.
mats, gym mats, I might add. I'm very excited to see how I could try and make that into a square, by the way. But cool. So you guys go to the hot tub, and
Hey.
that's a little fun adventure. As you're kind of leaving though, Della,
Mhm.
you do see, side of the corner of your eye, like your vision is almost drawn for a second. You see the woman that you recognized as your patron, raising a wine glass at you, and she kind of mouths something, and you understand it as come talk to me later.
She'll raise a fuzzy navel and just give a nod.
She drinks. Okay. This is so much fun. All right. So while all of this is going on, the mood is great. The vibes are immaculate. What is your passive perception time?
12.
12 as well? Okay. Okay. We'll leave that as it is for now. Oh wait. Let me look. I'm gonna look at something real fast. But Caswin, you're over there drinking with your pa.
Yeah,
Um,
recanting all the stories, talking about glistening muscles.
listening muscles and all such things. You there's a certain point where it's kind of just you and him and Mia, and he kind of pats you on the shoulder for a second and says, "You know what? Let's should go chat a little bit. Feeling outside? Outside be good."
Yeah, I gotta cool down a little bit, you know?
Gotcha. All right, let's do it then. And he will basically accompany you outside. You do pass Garrett on the way back in, who has successfully tamed this bull for the moment.
Hell yeah.
Kind of
My
rides back
guy.
in, looking proud of herself. Yeah. How's it going, Kaz?
Hey, you know, baby. You
You
doing me out here.
You pass Reinhardt, who is leaning kind of near the gate with his big ass hammer to the side, and Claire is just kind of chatting with him, just big doe eyes.
Yeah.
You look up at your dad, and he kind of spreads his wings a little bit. Says, "Wanna fly for a second here?"
Okay. Just gonna work off the
Yeah,
drinks then?
We'll just go up to that tower over there. You know.
Okay.
Get a good view. Looks like it would be a good view from up here.
I'll sprout my wings. Check this shit out, Pops. Woo!
You head up and fly to the top with your dad. This is very cute.
I won't be able to do that again.
Oh.
Yeah. I can only do that once, so.
Yeah, I remember. I
But
wanted to,
what do you want to talk about?
yeah. Um. Well, look, but I've been working pretty hard, you know, and trying to get that bet paid off. Um, and if I can be honest with you, you're doing a great job, kiddo.
Thanks, Pops. I'm sure you are too.
You know, I do what I can.
Bench press the castle. That's pretty impressive.
Gotta gotta get those views sometimes, you know. Gotta do some crazy stuff.
I I hear that. So you're pretty close then to paying it
Uh,
off?
uh I'm closer than I was. Some progress has been made. I had a bit of a little bit of a stint with some people from what was that place? Dis a while back. That kind of distracted me for a minute. Really threw off my training schedule, but we're back on the regiment. Um, I wanted to talk to you though about a couple of things Andreas has told me. Are you
Okay.
you sure you're hanging out with the right people?
Well, yeah. These are the best. Claire and Della and Rafi and Hobby, they're like family, and they're there. We care for each other, and we take care of each other. What what did they tell you?
Look, kid, I know that if you get, you know, your numbers up and stuff, that's gonna help a lot with you being able to come up. Cause they really only want people like me and heroes up there in Celestia. Like really big, like Hercules heroes.
Yeah,
And I think
just like Hercules.
you've got the potential. But I know your friends. They seem all right, most of them. Um, I know that kind of peeks over the banister a little bit. He says, "I know that isn't she like a contract killer, like an assassin of some kind?"
She used to be. Not anymore though. She she kind of got out. I helped her get out.
Hmm, that's good. But well, to be honest, the turtle is he seems chill, but the other one, the Della, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
Della.
I heard her family is um they seem like a bunch of good, strong individuals, but she in particular, she's kind of a black sheep in there. Uh, do you know who she prays to?
No, but I do know she saved me more times than I can count, and I kind of can't count high, so that doesn't count. But she saved me a lot.
Hey, you and me neither, buddy. But just think of it in like pounds, like if you're lifting, right? Just how many
Yeah, how
pounds
many
of
plates? How many?
saves? Yeah,
She's a lot of plates, Dad.
a
Like
lot.
8 plates. Like 8 plates each side.
Kind of size a
She'd
little bit.
she'd break the bar to take care of us.
Well, I know you're. All right, are you being truthful in this moment, by the way, Kazwin?
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right.
Kaz is like he believes that his friends would do anything for him as he would for them.
He kind of rubs his hands together a little bit and says, look, kiddo, she's not her contact. It's not real popular with the divine parts of this world. Like, kind of the opposite of popular with them.
Well, maybe we can get her to go with a more, I don't know, a better god. Like like I don't know if you heard, but
Reina.
I knew if things were going bad, I'd be told by now. And Kaz pulls out of his pocket the phone to scam. He would tell me if something was wrong.
Kind of see as he looks down at it, and there appears to be recognition on his face. Oh, fuck.
And Kaz just looks at him like, what? What's wrong?
Kind of holds his head back a little bit, rubs his temple. This is. Who is that for?
Oh, so my publisher and my confidant, his name's Scam, likely. He's been helping me out with book sales, and when we're in really tough situations, he warns me, and he helps everybody. He said he knew who you were. You might have met him.
His hands are kind of gripping a little bit tighter. See, Andreas told me I didn't want to think that that was what it was. But here it
What?
is.
What's wrong?
Can't trust that guy.
Kaz takes a step back. What? What do you mean? He's never said anything bad about you.
He wouldn't. Kaz, when I know we don't have the greatest brains in this family, but
But we got the greatest bonds, Pops. That's what you always said. Always told me that.
His name is Scam Likely, kiddo.
Yeah.
He's a scammer.
Kaz just looks at it. No, he told me when I was getting scammed. I think people get confused. He helps people. You'll see. You'll see. I think you just got to meet him sometime.
Caswin. I and he like tries to say something. Make an insight check for me.
Okay. Insight check. Oh, Kaz is not insightful, but here we go.
Make it with
There's ever a
advantage as your
moment.
dad.
There's ever a moment. Oh, I'll need advantage because,
Oh, thank
yeah.
God.
Wait, hold on. You don't know yet.
You do have luck as well.
Oh,
A natural
my
1 to a
God,
natural
I need
20.
Natural 20. So that's a
Man,
21.
I'm glad I said advantage before you before you rolled.
Yeah, we needed that.
Watch as he tries to say something and physically can't. Something stops him.
Pops, you gotta believe in me like I believe in you.
You gotta believe in me. Until you can't work with that guy.
Well, I tell you what, if things turn sour and we get scammed, you'll just beat him up.
I'm afraid I can't do that, buddy.
Kaz walks over to him. Are you drunk? You told me you could beat anyone up.
I may have been exaggerating a little bit. I wanted my son to be proud of me, but I'm not very good at that. Really.
Kaz just gives him a hug. I'm always proud of you.
Well, thanks, kiddo, but you. He kind of puts one arm around you. Says, "You gotta promise me you're gonna drop that scam person, please."
Kaz looks up at him. You gotta trust me. If it gets bad, I will. But I believe in him too.
He looks deep into your soul, like through your eyes. Just his slightly glowing orange eyes, just penetrating your vision. Are you being truthful that you are confident in this, Gazwan?
100%. 8 plates, Dad. 8 plates.
He sighs. Doesn't look like I can convince you to drop him. But okay. Okay.
We'll both be laughing about this when I'm in Celestia. Promise.
Kid, and you see as his throat catches again. And just a look of frustration crosses him with your natural 20 carrying on a little bit from earlier. You see as he rips this dumbbell stick essentially, because you know it's the kind that would get plates stuck onto it. Just the stick. He grips it really fucking hard. Fuck. All right. I trust you.
And Kaz just glows with a smile.
He pulls that dumbbell off of his little holster sling, and he holds it out to you.
I grab it.
Make a strength check for me.
All right. +4. And I still have lucky if I need it. I'm gonna use lucky here
Okay.
from our friend.
From
Flock Obama.
Flacco.
I have to use the better of the two, so that's pretty bad still.
Mm-hmm.
That is like a 6. So
You reach out to grab it, and you grab it, but it takes your whole hand and just slams it into the wood of this tower top, and you're like, ugh! Like it's like Mjolnir.
I look at him with a grin and say, "You held back on that hug, didn't you?"
You took me by surprise, kiddo. I used to have to hold back. I think I could take a little more on you now.
Yeah, you held this thing with no problem. It's a damn nice weight.
I'm a little special. Swolar champion and all. But that's for you. That's the dumbbell I lost and got returned to me. You know, you're that Della girl. Her I know I mentioned her person ain't so popular, you know, up in Celestia. Not a bad person either necessarily. But watch out for her, okay?
I will, Dad. I'll keep an eye on her.
I know her a little bit. We hang out with a lot of weird people, man.
They're the best. They're the most fun.
I'm just glad to see her happy, kiddo.
And I'm glad to see you at all, Dad.
He kind of flinches a little bit when you say that.
But Gaz means it earnestly. He's
I
not
know,
trying to
but
be
that's
nice.
still
Yeah,
was,
that's sticking.
that
That
was
stinks.
whiplash.
Oh,
Let's get you back down to the party. Let's get you some more drinks, huh?
hell yeah. And then I latch on to Dad, gripping the weight and like trying to holster it on my back as we're going back down.
Yeah. You're holding this single stick of metal, and it's heavier than the whole shaft you've been carrying around with you. It's like, oh my god. Yeah. Mechanically, you can work out with that.
Hell yeah.
And it will act as a tome of whatever the one that gives you more strength is.
Full strength?
Yeah.
Hell
So
yeah.
it will add a 2 to your strength score permanently if you take 48 hours to work out with it.
Hell yeah.
And then it cannot be used for another 100 years to activate that effect. But
hell yeah.
Papa gives you this birthday present, even though it's not anywhere near your birthday.
Yeah.
And you guys head back down to the party.
Hell yeah.
Dope. All right. So I think we did Della pretty recently. Rafi, are you doing anything new?
Rafi wants to ride a bull.
All right, let's fucking do it. This bull
yeah,
circles
brother.
back around, and you see it's kind of calmer now. Nobody's ridden it for a while, and you see your chance. Let me put the music back
The party
on.
music back on.
Yeah.
The bangers in the club.
Mm-hmm. All right. You know what? I'll put on something a little more intense for this. This is going to be a skill challenge.
Hey,
So to mount it, it's going to be animal handling. From then on, it's going to be increased strength saving throws to maintain your grip on this boy.
so
Or
let's try
athletics checks,
mounting it.
actually, would make more sense.
Ooh, that's terrible, but we still get a 9.
9 for animal handling?
Yep.
Doesn't make it any easier to mount this guy initially. So go ahead and make an athletics check to grapple this bull. No advantage.
That's alright. This is a straight 20.
Let's see.
Ooh, 3.
I communicate with that bull telepathically to let him on easy and then give him hell when he's secure.
Okay, it is your bull, so you can do that.
Yeah,
Oh, this
yep.
is intense.
So he is allowed to get on, even if it looks like a struggle. But the moment he's secure, I'm gonna say let her rip.
Okay. You do so, and it kind of, Rafi, at first it's like it's been instructed previously to not be
Yeah, to not
nice.
let anyone make me nice. Yep.
And as you're about to like get flung off immediately, it kind of settles. And you manage to
Awesome.
mount it at least. So we're now going to go into your athletics checks as a small garnering of people look over and see you. We'll turn this out a little bit because this music's pretty intense. There we go.
First check. We're not riding this bull.
All right.
You
Robbie,
were flung
you-
so hard.
Oh my gosh.
As soon as you're mounted, it immediately goes to throw you, and Blake and Andreas have a great view of Rafi just get thrown like a full like 20 feet almost, and just face plants over here. You take here it is. Easy to roll on here. Up. 4 bludgeoning damage. As you take some falling damage from that.
Rafi just looks over at Hobby. Did you get that, Dad?
As you look up, see Hobby was in kind of in deep conversation, but he like looks up and peeks over and says, "Oh, I didn't, but if you want to do it again, I'll record that time."
Why not? Why not?
See, as the bull kind of looks over at you and snorts, you see its ethereal eyes kind of glow a little bit like red.
Now
And
I'm an experienced turtle.
It kneels before you, like daring you to get back on. Rafi starts recording. I mean, Hobby, Jesus, your names. And a whole bunch of creatures that seem flaming in some way. You see like fire snakes, you see a couple salamanders. There's one creature that looks just like a straight up demon. Shit.
Is that this dude with the sword?
No, actually. That guy can make an Arcana or Nature check to see what that guy is.
Okay.
Either
way, +1.
Yeah. Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
Wow.
Can you roll higher than a 3 tonight?
Guess not.
Yeah, so that guy, you don't know what he is, but he has like molten lava veins kind of running through his arms. What I was gonna point out was this lady actually seems to be kind of familiar to you, Rafi. In terms of a creature, they seem very demonic in origin. And you faintly recall a moment in the mines in the forge that didn't go so well. But it's not important as this bull is right now. So now with a crowd and 4 points of health gone, you mount up on this bull. It begins to buck. Go ahead and make me an athletics check. Try and maintain your grip on this motherfucker. Oh my god!
You're getting flung so quickly.
Do you want to try like the Google dice roller or something?
No, the dice are what they are. We will run with it.
Do you have luck?
Shit, yeah, actually, let's use my luck.
Say, 'cause I think
Oh
Flacco gave you all
my
luck.
god. There
11.
you go.
There
Okay.
we go. Thanks, Flacco.
Okay, so it's a total of 11.
Total of 11. We have
Okay.
no
So-
modifier on that.
So 11 is just high enough to maintain grip on this bull for 6 seconds as you hold on. It is kicking wildly. It's making like steam smoke come out of its nostrils, like demonic bull noises. And Caswin, it's doing your work. It knows what it.
Hell yeah.
As you continue, Rafi, go ahead and make another athletics check or strength saving throw if that's better for you at this point.
Nope.
Natural
Nope.
1! Okay.
Oh
The
man.
good news is
Flacco said we could use Claire's luck for stuff.
that
Oh
is
my
true.
gosh.
Um,
I would take some pity on him if he
it
keeps
looks like
falling off.
yeah,
This one's not about that. It's about getting it on Flame Talk.
this is true.
That's no, then this one has to be epic. Yeah, I couldn't take it easy on
which is
you.
why in the moments super airborne that you have in a moment, you did get another luck, but in the moments that you feel your body leave the bull's back, you're like, this is gonna go viral as fuck. It's not super comforting though, as you get flung a full 30 feet away over the crowd and just ragdoll Gary's mod style metal pipe dropping noise, and just kind of tumble to a stop over here. It was awesome. But you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage
Oh,
as
shit, he got
your
flung.
son videotapes the whole thing for you. That's an old ass expression. Amazing, amazing.
Rafi just gets up, walks over.
The
All right, who's
crowd
next?
claps. Woo! And you see several of the fire elementals are actually like seem to be interested in it. And a circle of them will actually form and take turns riding the bulls, which is seems to have been reinvigorated. The other one, Garrett dismounts it and allows it to participate as well. So the whole host and crew is starting to hop on these bulls and enjoy them for. Does Fine Steed last an hour?
Fine Steed lasts. Let's take a look here. Fine Steed lasts 1 hour.
They're
I
near
believe
the
it's-
end of their rope, but these bulls are hanging in there. Awesome. So that's going on. Ty.
Hold on.
Oh,
I do not see a duration.
is that? Didn't you just say an hour?
I thought it was an hour. I don't think they have a duration.
Ain't no way. Hang on a minute. I'll be the judge of that. Casting time 10 minutes. Duration instantaneous. Oh. Okay.
Oh, but I can only have one steed at a time, so there's only
Oh.
one bull, not two. That is the reason. That makes sense. You
Oh,
can't have an
okay, so
army of
you
steeds.
Just make
This-
a single steed. Well,
Okay.
it's been cool, so it'll slide tonight.
Yep. But
Scam-
afterwards, one of them
Scam
will
has cast
disappear
the second
forever.
bull.
Scam has
Forever
created it.
bulls.
I thought I could do more than one, but they do last forever, which is cool. So,
That is cool.
my boys.
Did you decide what kind of creatures these were? By the way?
This one's a bull, just like an actual bull. I'll dismiss it at some point and make myself an actual horse, but
Well, it has to be a celestial fey or fiend.
celestial for sure.
Okay, dope. Celestial bulls running around.
Yeah.
It's dope.
Maybe
so why not?
I don't know if scams would be, but you know, whatever he made for the party.
Yeah, Flacco roll.
One of the bulls has like a little halo. The other one has like a weird, creepy smile.
Two little devil horns coming out, you know. Yeah.
It's a little unsettling, but that one's the more dangerous to ride of the two.
Yeah.
it can't go in a straight line.
Not.
Perfect. I love it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So Fine Steed is worth taking. Good to know.
Yep.
It was always one of those spells I was like, would it
10
really be
minutes,
worth it?
an hour? No, but for life.
Yeah, for life is pretty dope. But I think you can summon and unsummon it too. As
Yep.
Pretty dope. Pretty dope. Okay.
Flacco would like to bless for an
Oh,
extra
Flacco wants
feed.
to bless for the extra seed. It's okay, Flacco. Scam likely your stand-in has done it.
Thank you, Flacco, for doing the right things. This is what is important.
Though if you want to spend a bless, something fun probably will happen. So that's always an option. But dope. Okay. Blake and your drinking buddy Andreas, you have a great view of all of these creatures getting flung around by these bulls.
I'm gonna make a Constitution check to see how drunk I am.
Absolutely. I think Andreas will do the same thing.
Uh,
You can make it a save if it'll help.
yeah. Well, yeah.
Ooh,
21. I got
21.
advantage. Jesus Christ.
Oh wow. What is your bonus to saves? Holy shit.
7 for con.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's
so
almost as good as Andreas's bonus.
22.
Yeah, you got a little bit of a buzz. You're trying to drink, but you're holding it really well.
This goddamn sword is making me too powerful.
I can't get drunk anymore. The real curse of lichdom. You find out you're immune to poison. You're like, fuck.
I feel like Barry Allen, the Flash. I'm so strong I can't fucking get drunk anymore.
Yep.
Captain America.
You metabolize it too fast.
Andreas is about the same though. See, they've been opening up a little bit more and grinning a bit. And as they see Rafi go flying, you actually hear them chuckle, and it's a nice sound. It's got a bit of a harmonious, kind of nice ring to it.
Divine.
A little divine. She does kind of lock eyes with you for a second, though, and then glances away and takes another swig.
I will take another swig also.
Okay. You've been doing this for a minute. Are you still rizzing over here?
I suppose so.
Okay. With all the drinking and the nice conversation that they're actually intrigued by, go ahead and make one more persuasion check for me. I think that would be it. Unless you feel like doing performance. I don't know why that would be better for you.
Oh, I'm glad I have. Okay, 13 again.
See, I know where all the good rolls have been going, Rafi.
Yep. Not to me.
The Rizzler over here. So it is a 13 total?
Again, yep.
Oh, is it 14 minus 1?
Yeah.
Perfect. The DC is lowering the more that she has to drink, so
Granted, my charisma is 8. So.
Yeah, you know. You're not very good at, expressing yourself, but you are a stud. Let's not lie about it. And things seem to be progressing well there. Rafi, you have a high passive perception.
Sure do.
You see the Marquis Flare Solis in the corner, staring daggers at the bench where Blake is sitting.
Walks over to him.
You walk over to him?
Yeah, to the Marquis.
Okay. He sees you approach, and he kind of raises his goblet towards you and says, Raphael, welcome to our table.
Thank you. I noticed you making eyes at my friend over there. What's the deal?
It's nothing to be concerned about. Blake is free to do as he chooses. And it's not bound to me after all. He's just my employee.
Oh, is someone a little jealous?
He looks at you, and like Hades from Hercules, his flame hair is kind of a little bit, and his eyes go a little bit brighter. And you see the drow woman, who you don't really, I don't think you know her name, but she looks over at you, kind of raises a single eyebrow, and as does the Duchess, who is also seated there. It looks over at you as well. They exchange a look between each other and give a slight smile, but he looks at you like, I'm not jealous. I'm fine.
Rafi just says, "Don't worry, we all love the Rizzler," and walks away.
Opportunity attack. I'm just kidding.
Oh shit.
You feel as you walk away, you feel a heat kind of on the back of your neck. It's a little uncomfortable, but other than that, you don't get attacked, at least. Say, Kaz, when you were in here to watch the bull riding and all that, we'll cut back to Della and Grub.
They were just chilling in the hot tub.
Hell yeah. Grub is made sure that you guys had enough drinks to go. And now that this hot tub is fixed, it is actually quite pleasant. There is some nice mood lighting on the sides, as well as the natural mood lighting. In addition, all these fun dancing lights are kind of cast for a little bit longer than normally they would be able to, and just floating about the space, making a very scenic effect. And a few of them are even dipped into the water, so the water has like an ethereal glow to it.
Nice.
And a nice steady stream of bubbles leaves it just PG enough for Twitch. Grub is excitedly talking to you, unless you have anything you'd like to talk to her about their new class projects they've been working on.
No, that's fine. She'll just let Grub go. She is down to her underwear in the tub, just chilling, staying close in case Grub starts to cramp up.
I'm gonna roll a con save for Grub. At one point, Grub like reaches down and like, my calf. It's fine.
Nope, come here.
It's fine.
She's gonna like scoop her up and like hold her on her hip, kind of.
I
out
was
of the
sitting
water.
on the side. Well, you know what? Actually, no. I hurt. Gonna pull her up there a little bit, and she kind of looks up at you and looks. You have a very high passive insight, don't you?
No.
Kind of gives you a look like, what are we doing here?
She's kind of looks back and very close and like, having fun, Grub?
I am. Yeah, it's actually, this has been a great night.
Hadn't even started yet.
True. We can go all night long. Y'all have a fucking castle now.
We have a fucking castle now.
This is awesome.
She's like starts spinning around in the water.
Are you still holding her?
Yes.
She laughs and clings on to you as a little goblin would. Kind of looks like she wants to say something, but is stammers a little bit. Just her face is very flushed.
You get a little. She like puts her hand on her forehead. Is the water too much? It is very hot since hubby's friends came in. They keep saying something about a bull ride or whatever. They're like looking at their phones, watching what hobby just uploaded.
You watch a small video of Hobby going, oh my god, son, are you okay? The camera shake appropriately. That does look like fun. Maybe we'll have to try it later.
Oh, well, maybe.
Maybe. You know. I don't. You guys have been really nice to me.
You've been very good to us.
I do what I do, but I don't it's really warm in here, isn't it?
Oh, come on. She'll like take her over to the edge and like put her like close to the door where there's still like a breeze coming through. Do you need some water?
Um no, wait a minute. Oh, you have something in your beard.
Hmm?
Yeah,
Down.
no,
Oh,
kind of reaches out. No, come here. All right, I have short
okay.
arms.
Oh. She'll lean down.
She grabs you by the beard and pulls you in for a kiss.
Hey, yo.
She like laughs very boisterously into the kiss.
She lets
And
you go and kind of just like holding her arms, like, all right.
Quail, the move's on you. She'll like boop her on the nose.
Sorry, I just
Hey, don't apologize. And she'll like give her a kiss on the forehead. And I'm gonna get you some water.
I mean, you look like a tall glass of water to me.
Hey, yo.
Woo! It's
Grub
just
got
getting hot in
riz.
here.
She's just giggling. And seems to be very much enjoying your company.
Della will very much go get some water though, just in case. She's still very
Okay.
worried.
Gotcha. You go and grab some water. But your evening continues and it's very nice. Okay. Is there anything in particular anybody else would like to do? Okay.
At some point I will try to get our beautiful Mia to retire with me, you know?
Oh, okay.
Not that I'm paying for it, but if she doesn't look like she's got a suitor for the night, she can come stay with me. She needs a room.
Yeah, okay.
Oh wait, no. Hold on. There's one gal I haven't seen yet here this evening. Where's my Duchess this evening?
Kazlin begins to approach the bar and then stops.
Kaz is like, oh fuck.
Does a full heel
He's
spin.
He like does a full look around, you know, he's like,
She
here?
is in the corner, talking to the Marquis and also this drow woman that Della knows.
Okay, well, if the party feels like it's wrapping up, I would kind of approach her and if I may.
I'll say sure, it's getting a little bit later in the evening.
Okay. I tell her, well, I'm gonna retire for the evening and I don't know if you want to come and join me, but could show you a really nice room. I gotta christen it.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage. Kaz is like,
you asked her in front of two other people
oh,
of high
you know what?
standing.
Kaz doesn't care. Kaz is fucking going for this. I wish it wasn't disadvantage. That would have been a 27 instead it's a 12. But you know what?
Still have a look.
He still gave it a shot.
You do
And
have
it's
a luck.
important.
You have the luck.
I'm using it. I'm using it.
It's a good use, but Jesus
So wait,
Christ.
so how does luck work with this then? If I roll,
So
It makes it a normal roll.
if we're playing it by how the luck feat actually works, you can turn it into like triple advantage because you get to choose the die you want. But
so I might not 20 this shit then. All right, well, give me. All right, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think Iron Valor luck. You just choose the new. You use the new one. I forget because we played it differently in the past. Sometimes we've been like, oh, you can just re-roll the whole thing.
Ignore that last roll. Ignore the last roll. But I will take the 13 then, so a 21.
Oh my god, that's
Persuasion of 21.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Like we gotta christen this room.
The
Has been talking up this room all night. She's got to be curious.
Yeah.
Kaz also thinks it's like it's just gonna be a good time. Like what do you got to lose? If anything, you should gain prestige from spending the evening with Kaz and Bello Bell.
She looks over at you.
I don't say that, but that's what I'm thinking. Like,
Yeah.
damn.
Mm-hmm. And as you say this in front of her company, which has been these two people, one of them you know to be a noble, the other one you know to be Della's patron? Question mark. She looks at them and then looks at you and just kind of laughs a little bit. Oh, Caswin, you are quite an entertaining host. I would love to get a tour of your castle if that's what you're offering.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I said. Kaz smiles.
She rubs her temple a little bit. Sure. We can go. Show me around. I'm sure this place has a lot of history. I've been here once or twice, but I've never made it past the main hall.
All right. And I proceed to take her to everyone else's rooms first.
Okay. As you're walking out of the main hall, those huge double doors that lead into the rest of your more personal part of the keep, where the rooms, the hot tub, and all that is. Rafi, I think Della, you came in here for water.
Yes.
And Blake, even though you wouldn't know who it was, you had advantage on all your shit, so you would see this too. You see a human woman with kind of blondish platinum-ish hair. It's like a white streaked blonde.
Mm-hmm.
Della, you recognize this person as Carowin Hercule from the village you visited before. Standing in the entryway in a nice gown and sees Caswin leaving with a woman in his arm.
Oh no. Ah. I think Del will go over to her really quickly. He's like, "Hey, glad you can make
Sopping
it.
wet in your underwear.
Yep. Glad you can make it. Did we have a hot tub? How sick is that?"
You see as she's had a little like purse in her hand and she kind of her arms droop a little bit. Says,
Oh.
"A hot tub."
And very strong drinks.
Both of those sound lovely.
Yeah,
It was
come all this way.
a few days on horseback.
Fuck.
Come on then.
Gotta keep in different zip codes, you know?
She's like trying to make eye contact with Ralphie, like,
Rafi, you see this.
Rafi's gonna walk over to her.
Okay.
Della, who's your friend? Introduce me.
Let me I do actually have her mini, so I'll just put her over here for y'all for convenience.
Oh, I recognize that mini. That's the crazy lady.
The crazy lady.
no,
Yeah.
not that one.
Whoa.
Which crazy
that's
lady? Oh, you mean the succubus? No.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's only like one decent looking human mini on Talespire, so. But hey, you can order your own at Hero Forged. You can upload whatever you want to. We love Talespire.
Yes, we
Adding
do.
more minis all the time.
I don't know how she got here without an invite.
It's almost like you posted on social media.
Oh, fuck.
Sure.
Oh. You know what? You know what? Cass doesn't have a worry in the world. She shows up.
Damn
It's
right you
fine.
don't have a worry in the world because you have a terrible passive perception. You didn't
Damn
see
right.
shit.
She can come too if she's got problems.
You accompany the Duchess Ventus Sky Strike as your friends do damage control over here.
These are real friends.
Honestly,
This is.
look, if this
I
was
told you
Prioria
Della
that
had
saw
my
this
back.
shit, she would just be in the corner like, oh, that ain't my business.
These are 8-plate friends. I'm trying to tell people that it's in the book. 8 plates.
Yeah, Carowin, which by the way, audience, if you don't remember, or wait, no, you wouldn't. You've seen her like once or twice. This is a NPC from the pre-sessions that we had as they did this on the Citadel. That Caswin has been on the constant prowl for, and is now abandoned, unfortunately.
We saved our kids though.
Did we?
You didn't. You wore his
We
armor out of
did.
there.
We saved our kids though.
Oh
no.
She
She's been through
accompanies
some
you to the
stuff.
bar.
Yeah.
Della, as you're super sopping wet in your swimsuit, but it's fine. Like, this is your house, so a few fire elementals are still fucking around and having a good time over here. Carowin looks at Mia and deflates even more. Oh, you work here, huh? All right.
Just get a couple dozen navels, please.
Absolutely. I can make
Thank
those for you
you.
right now. And just like lines up a full double row of shots for you.
She just kind of looks at Carol. She's new.
She looks over at you and says, "So is she, or is she?"
Oh,
Never mind.
no. I think she's
Knocks a shot back.
Yeah. She stops herself from saying she's entertainment because then she doesn't think that sounds any better.
Oh,
So she'll just also knock back a shot.
Della and Rafi, you accompany her for a little bit and help her feel a little bit better. Meanwhile, as things are kind of calming a little bit down, the fire elementals seem to have limitless energy, which is as you guys get a little bit drunker, you're like, that might be an issue. But Zachariah sees Kazan go off, nods approvingly.
My man.
And we'll come over to the bar for a little bit as well. And oops, shit, I moved too many people. There we go. You see, as he does though, he shrinks, so he can actually fit in one of these seats, and seats himself, just kind of casually, like you would be taking off shoes. He becomes half the size that he was. And seats himself next to Kerwin. Just chilling and drinking. Caswin. Well, you know what, Blake, we haven't come back to you in a minute. Like, you see Caswin walk off and exit towards the hot tub / rest of the castle. And Andreas kind of looks over at you. So, it seems that people are starting to elope.
Blake hears that, takes his drink, fucking downs it, and is like, fuck it. And then just gets up and grabs them, walks the fuck off.
She lets it happen. Blake and Andreas exit.
I will cast haste on myself.
Oh my god! Don't lose concentration because then you're
no.
stunned for a round.
Black Razor's keeping concentration for a
Oh
reason.
shit, that's right. Black
Black
Razor
Razor
has
with
your
the
back.
assist.
Holy shit. All right. We'll leave it up to your audience imagination what Blake and Andreas get up to in a random abandoned tower of this castle.
Hey, I know every inch of this place.
That's true. You've been here quite a bit. You know the good spots.
Heyo.
Rafi, as you are continuing to comfort over here, Javi does kind of slide over, and you both share a small look as you see the Marquis's hair goes from orange to blue.
Oh damn.
And you see the woman he was sitting with, the drow, kind of starts to lean away as it seems to be even hotter than it was.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Hey,
he's gonna get
hey,
out of the
Javi.
house.
This is turning into a night of incidents really quickly.
Yeah.
Why can't they just like ride the bull like everybody else? Why do they have to go fuck?
Language.
You say
Do you
it
think-
all the time.
Do you think the
Okay,
Marquis would
but
want to ride
usually
the
when
bull?
something's going wrong, and not in the context.
Something is going wrong. Look at him. He's about to explode.
Alright,
Yeah, let's see if he'll ride the bull. Get some energy out. Maybe he'll feel better.
What does the
Hey.
Marquis walks
Terry,
out?
we're gonna
I guess
handle some
not.
things. We'll be right. At least Roffy, but we'll be back. We'll be back.
Karen
talk
looks
to
over at
Kaz's
you,
dad.
already starting to get drunk. To who? Looks
The
over
lovely
at the
gentleman to your
fucking
left.
the angel man sitting next to her. You're
Oh shit.
okay.
There's gonna be some of that going on.
Della, you see a look on her face, and you're not sure what it means.
Well, that's a problem for later, me. And she's off.
She runs away. Where are you going?
Oh, where's homie? Where's homeboy? Is he right here?
Avi?
He's
right
by
here.
us
No,
still.
no, the
The
Marquis.
He's
Oh, he
walking out the
left.
door.
Oh, like out,
He's
Like,
yeah.
not
out the
into,
front
like
doors.
out. Okay,
He's not going in to blow up your keep.
okay, good.
As far
Well,
as you know.
all right. He might be regretting giving us this castle now, but I've got to take some water to a potentially dehydrated grub. So, can you two make sure that the place is still standing by the end of the night?
No promises, but yeah, let's have some fun.
All right. She
Rafi
rushes
turns
back.
into security mode. It's like, I will keep this party safe. He is now chaperone Rafi.
Since our actual security is
I mean, he's still doing his job.
distracted.
Claire is just
Yeah.
all over him.
I'm
But yeah.
picturing him like one of those British like armed guards, and someone's just fucking with him the whole
It's
time,
like,
and he's
yeah,
just
he's
like,
not allowed to react. It's just,
"Yep."
and the dog's starting to piss on him. He's like, oh, fucking. It's not as visceral of a reaction. Reinhardt's a chill dude. He might be into it if it wasn't working hours. But he's
He's a man
humoring
of
her for
duty.
the moment. We will have to determine those roles when Maria's here to play. But yes. So Della, you run back with a glass of water.
Yes.
I'll say there's a lot of things going on in this end of the castle now. Blake, you're secure. You just have consequences for later. Keswin,
Don't worry, I'll buy him some
you gonna buy a noble
some
something?
sweet. Yeah.
All right, buddy. He pays you.
Ultimate sugar baby
Well,
move, just
I
like
pay him too,
hey.
so don't worry.
All right.
What about Caslin?
Keswin, you are taking the Duchess on a extended tour. You pass by the hot tub, which she actually seems to think is really cool. Although, as you pass by the door and look in, just to see it. And I keep saying hot tub, but it's a full like bath, like Roman style with a sauna on the side.
Yeah.
As you look in, you see all the lights have turned pink, and there is one grub in there, kind of sitting on the opposite end of the pool, completely nude, swirling a glass of wine.
I just give a big smile and a wave as we walk by. Ah,
Her eyes kind of widen, and she's like, "Oh shit!" Didn't realize that you were gonna be coming by.
Cass is down with anybody having a good time. He just gives a smile and keeps walking by. It's not something you see every day,
Thanks,
but
buddy.
it's good to see you.
Sorry.
Hey, looking good.
Don't say that when I'm naked. we aren't chill like that yet.
You keep peeing on the side of my business.
She
only
doesn't
gotta
know
smell
that. Yeah, probably did. Yeah, yeah, a couple times.
It happens
Every
every
time.
time you come over.
That is true.
But you continue past that. Just she is your Duchess kind of gives a look and continues onward. Very cordially, I might add.
Yeah.
You continue on to the rest
And
of
I'm
the
explaining
rooms.
everyone's room to her. Like, this is Rafi's room. There's like nothing in it, right?
It's super basic from what I remember, right?
Yeah, he's got a big ass pile of hay, a fireplace, and some storage.
So
I got
yeah,
that.
I point out all those things. There's his hay. There's storage. Yep. We get to Della's room.
Okay.
Della, what did you have in your room?
It is just normal furniture. Very Scandinavian.
Yep. Notice the dwarven design.
Yes,
Yeah.
very well built.
Yeah, it's nice and Nordic.
Yes.
But
All the furniture is very sturdy.
it's mostly
Yes.
noticeable because it's the closest bedroom to the hot spring.
Oh.
I believe is what we had discussed.
Yes.
Yeah. And then
It's got a nice view of the ocean too.
I show her Hobby's room, which is just right by the furnace. This is Hobby's room.
Oh.
It-
The boy, that makes sense.
Yep, he loves it down here. And then bring him to Claire's room. I can't remember what Claire had. Wasn't it like super ornate?
Yeah, Claire
Was it-
has the nicest looking room of all of you.
Whoa,
it's like
whoa, whoa.
it's an actually well furnished and almost royal in stature room.
I have the nicest looking room.
Yeah,
I
that's
bring
up
her to it.
interpretation.
That's right. Caslin brings her to his room, and this is my room.
To be fair, Claire also had one of those X crosses.
Oh, the St. Andrew's cross. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Heyo.
Which is going to be on there because Tailspire has that as an option for
Wonderful.
No way.
X. I think it does.
Wonderful. Yeah, Claire's
love
into
it.
that. That's good. Then I bring her to my room with just the mirror.
The mirror
one pillow.
walls, the mostly mirror ceiling, and the gym mat floor, and the one pillow. She looks around at the room and says, where do you sleep?"
I point at the one pillow that's on the far end of the room, like against the wall. Right there.
"On the floor."
You can't believe how good it feels on your back. I stretch back on the pillow, put the hands behind the head, and and now I'm having that inception moment where I'm looking at her, looking at me, looking in a mirror, looking at me. It's a great
like
moment for
it's
me.
a very like it has the elevator effect where like on either side it's just like really it keeps going into infinity until it's too dark.
Yeah, Kaz has that going on right now, so he's just having a great day.
He looks around the room and says, Kaz, when you said you wanted to christen this room,
If you'd like to, yeah. It's first night, it's a hell of a party. Why
She,
not?
she looks at you. Says, in that case, perhaps we'll call this a favor ode?
Kaz at that just shakes his head, puts his head down, and goes, "You know what? Never mind."
She kind of raises an eyebrow. Says, maybe not then you cashing in the one that I owe all of you. Perhaps then you can owe me one of your own.
Kaz is not. Kaz isn't having this. Kaz gets up and goes, "I think let's get back to the party."
She
My mistake.
She looks at you for a moment and says, perhaps if we have more time to spend with each other. I'm
Yeah.
not, though I am single and unmarried, not that easy to christen with, if you understand.
Yeah. Maybe some other time.
Gives you a nod.
But
Then
Kaz
we
is slightly,
understand each other.
yeah, Kaz is slightly harmed that anybody would charge anything to do that with him. Like he views that as like transactional, and he's not a fan of that for
Gaswin,
himself.
this is a noble woman with a lot of power.
Oh, he gets it. He gets it.
And
He
you know, you're not a fan of this kind of
misread.
stuff, but you're also not surprised by it.
Yeah, he misread it.
Mm-hmm.
And when he realized what he had walked into, he knew.
Mm-hmm.
So
Completely
he'll walk
fair.
her back out and get back to the party.
She will quickly take you by the hand. Thing. Maybe we can get back a little bit faster. Hmm?
Kaz does not want to hold her hand on the way out. He'll just strut out with her. He doesn't want to leave any weird impression. He's kind of let
He
down, so
not what she meant.
I know.
Do you take her hand for a second though?
Nope, he won't do it.
Okay.
He walks out that room and he's like, "No, we can get back. It's fine."
I was gonna
And
diminish the door, but it's fine.
yeah, I know she was gonna do something, but he wants to walk it back. He's like,
You
it's
have
like
a
walk of
very
shame for
long
him.
and awkward walk back together.
Yep.
Okay.
But not awkward. They're still cheery.
Oh,
He's
it's
still like
awkward.
friendly with her. He's let down, but he's still trying to be friendly. He's not like he doesn't hate her.
She is extremely cordial
Yep.
and very charismatic.
Yep.
Even though you're both pleasant, it's still a little bit awkward.
Yeah. Yeah. Guess did get shot down, so
yeah. Caswin, make your way back into the main room after a bit of time has passed, and you see your dad, who's smaller
hell
now.
yeah.
Like, oh, what's up? And you see
Pops.
the woman that he is talking to from across the room as well.
Oh yeah. All right. Kaz upon seeing this, doesn't bat an eye. Just goes, yeah, that makes sense. And goes into the hot tub room.
Okay, well, there's other things happening there. Della,
Yeah.
as Caswood's having this like 20-minute tour or so, 30-minute tour maybe. You walk back into the same thing that Caswood wasn't supposed to see. And you see the entire room is now pink including the hot tub, which is now glowing like a slightly, say, lavender color. And you see Grub is just kind of there, just waiting. Oh, thank God it's you this time. Hi.
Yeah, I got your water. What is all of this?
I wanted it to be, I don't know. I wanted it to be a surprise.
Well,
Kind of giggles.
I'm surprised.
Surprise.
She will join her in the tub. Where did all of Hobby's friends go?
They said something about bulls as well, and they all ran away.
Yeah, didn't expect the Bulls to be such a hit tonight, but
Seems like it's
there
great.
they are.
Seems enjoyable.
Well, I haven't killed anyone yet, so that's nice.
It's always time. Cheers.
Cheers.
She drinks the wine instead of the water you brought.
She'll just put it close by.
Okay. She will, after a moment, she will drink some water though.
Good.
Because you went through all the trouble.
Oh, you will never believe what just happened. And she will just like
Recount
start
the
going
whole
into
tale.
what's happening. Yes. So he's upstairs with the Duchess lady or whatever her title is, and then at the bar, and we left her with his dad. Oh, if you think anything, oh,
She's like, ah, that's insane.
I mean, Ralphie said he would keep the house together, so I don't know if that involves cock blocking Kaz's dad or not, but I trusted him. I trust his judgment, I think.
That sounds like quite a night. I'm excited to hear where it goes. So I was wondering, we've been hanging out for a while now, and I know we had like a date once, and that was like a. I was like, you guys wanted a bag of holding. I liked all of you, so I wanted to give it to you, but and then you took me out, and we had a great time.
We did.
Would you like to maybe go out on another one without strings? Just to see like things that happen. Like we could just, I don't know, we could just go somewhere. Like I could,
Yeah, she'll just cut her off with like a little kiss on her nose. Yeah, we could do that.
Goes from green to a good solid flushed face of red and pink, and proceeds to like lay her head on your shoulder. You have a very sweet moment.
And then there's Kaz.
And Caswin opens the door, and you see this nice, pretty romantic moment between two of your shorter friends.
Kaz
Caswin,
just
what do you look like?
Kaz is you can tell he's a little bit flustered by things not going well earlier with his attempt. So he was gonna come in here to, kind of blow off some steam and jump in the hot tub, but now that this is all going down, he just kind of looks
Poor
in
baby.
for a second,
Oh.
and he just like goes
Grub
and
kinda
walks out.
perks up.
If either of them, if either of them make eye contact with him, he'll give like the wave, but with his head kind of down like this, and then he'll just like jet out the door. He is now gonna go and sit. Oh God, I think he would just go over to the bar. He wouldn't go by Dad because he doesn't want to interrupt that. He doesn't.
Oh no.
This is gonna be a really sad moment for Kaz.
Ride the bull, Kaz.
Go ride the bull, Caswin. Get the new
Kaz,
Kaz.
Kaz is like on a down slide.
No, everything's been going completely wrong for you tonight.
He probably
Co-stars karaoke, sad karaoke.
no. At this point, I think he would. He'd probably walk back out for some air and go chill with Reinhardt and Claire.
Okay.
That would be his move.
Yeah. You do that. I'll say, the Marquis is nowhere to be seen. He made his exit, but you were hanging out with. You go over there to hang out. We'll tune back in real quick before that happens. With let's say Rafi and Hotby. You see as you tell Carwin who this is, and she kind of turns and strikes up some small conversation with him for a moment. And then you see as she kind of leans in and whispers something to him. And as she does, what you didn't see coming was the rest of the fuzzy navel getting thrown into the guy's face.
Oh.
Drama.
She proceeds to stand up and says, I hope you learn to teach your son better etiquette in the future. It seems like you are made of the same stuff. There's just a huge taste of venom in her words, and you see a Zacharias just kind of sit there like, what? Just like dripping with this peach flavored deliciousness, but like utterly confused. And she makes her way out as well, before Caswin goes out. But I did want to mention that so that there was some continuity in the story at least.
Sounds about right here.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot going on emotion-wise right now. Dope. Rafi, is there anything else you'd like to do?
Rafi turns to Hobby. He says,
Dad, what the fuck is going on?
don't worry, son.
I mean, wait,
Dad.
no, son. I haven't even been drinking.
You're in charge now. And he takes off
Of
to
what?
his room.
You run away to where?
To my room, wherever that
Okay.
is.
Go to bed. Perfect. All right.
He does not answer Hobby, just you're in charge, bye.
Okay. Leave it to the fire elemental to make sure the place doesn't burn down.
Oh, no. We're
Excellent.
gonna be homeless. We just got a home.
At least it's made of stone,
Yeah?
mostly. Excellent. So I believe then that's pretty much everybody settling down into either, casual chit chat until the wee hours, or acts of patriotism in the upper floors. If you
That's
referring
right.
to Blake.
Yep.
Blake, the only one leaving satisfied tonight. Well, I guess, Della had a nice moment too. Rafi just abandoned ship.
Rafi got all the entertainment he was looking for tonight.
Honestly, Rafi was he was like, this is some good shit to watch. Okay, yeah. So, it gets really late. And many of you, get a wee bit drunk. Depending on who and what you are doing. Well, sorry,
and
that
what?
came out wrong.
Did it?
And you remember, as people begin to filter out, and the fire elementals are eventually kind of corralled and let out for the most part. Della, there was one person that wanted to speak to you before the night ended.
Yes. she will have dried off and put on some clothes.
Absolutely.
We're going to find her patron.
Grub will before you go, I'll be like, I'm really shit faced. Is there like a guest bedroom I can stay in, or?
Uh, I mean, there's rooms. There's no furniture in them. If you want to stay in mine, it's fine. We don't have to do anything if you just want to sleep.
We'll see if I'm still awake when you get back.
Oh,
If
she'll
not,
show her
I'm
to her room.
always down for cuddles.
That we can do.
She grins very widely, and you lead her to your room. You walk back out into the bar, and you see most of the crowd is cleared out. Zachariah's kind of sitting at the bar for now, dry for the moment, and just kind of continuing to drink a little bit. But you see the one person that really catches your eye, as the music has kind of stopped at this point too. There's just some more hushed conversations. You see the Dwergar leave, kind of waving over their shoulders. But you do see, in the corner where she has seated herself for the night, you see your patron.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? My dog's under the desk, and you better not be chewing wires.
Do not chew
You
my
better not be chewing
webcam wire,
wires.
or I swear to God.
I just disappear. You know what happened.
Okay,
But,
perfect.
but yeah, she'll walk over and just she'll give a slight like a little bow of her head as she approaches. Have you had a fine evening, miss?
It's been very entertaining.
I'm
Please,
glad.
come sit, Ella.
Sure. She'll take a seat.
Gonna pull up a chair, and she has a wine glass that's kind of mostly empty, and kind of pushes it around. Says, "Oh, it's odd. Never fond of drinking before. But now that I can't, I wish I could. Strange." And it props one elbow on the table and looks over at you.
Suppose that is the way of things.
Always want the things you can't have. I was I have to say I was curious watching you all through the most recent of your expedition.
Oh, you watched that? I mean, you saw?
Seems I wasn't the only one watching this time, but yes. Talking to that lovely Duchess woman. Seemed to know a lot about it as well.
Yeah, apparently, a lot of people are watching as more than we thought. I mean, there's her, I guess it's now you, there's that wizard, and there's all the flame talk, apparently. No, no pressure or anything, it's fine. I mean, what did you think about it?
Kind of gives you a smile. You see just a little bit of a flash of green in her eyes. As her eyes, perpetually glowing, just ignite a little bit more for a moment as she kind of traces over your face. I thought it was intriguing. You seem to rely on that talking hammer quite a bit.
Oh, well, we got to talking, and he really missed being out and being useful, and couldn't just put him away again. I'm gonna miss him.
That is a sweet sentiment, but well, I'll admit it is an impressively strong item. I think perhaps the extent of my power may be lost on such things.
That looks confused, but oh yeah, I mean, I suppose I mean we did give him back. Are you upset with me? Did I do something wrong?
See, she kind of looks at you for a long moment and sips from her wine glass and then sets it back down. Stella, I could never stay upset with you. You're so loyal, so, I might say, adorable. Very sweet of you to be concerned. The only thing I felt concerned with was that vampire.
She just like puts her head in her hands. Now that I really wish you hadn't seen.
She gives you. No, you might not be able to see it because you put your head in your hands. She gives like a soft smile, kind of reaches out and touches you on the shoulder.
Oh.
My dear, I suppose part of the fault is probably mine. See,
Oh no.
I excel in the study of such things, in the understanding of undead and their many curiosities. That's how I originally acquired my power, through learning. I must not hold you to the same standard. Not initially. See, I have...
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say it was quite a lesson learned for us, but
A hard lesson.
what?
I have something for you. Something that will help you in regards to such issues in the future. I believe you're finally strong enough to cast, well, one of my favorite spells I've invented. The main drawback of such a spell, though, is that you need to know quite a lot about undead creatures.
All right.
I have
I'll
some
study.
homework. Yes. And maybe this will save your skin in the future, as something may be coming your way. And she reaches down into a small, like, little pouch on the hem of her dress and pulls out a whole ass tome. Like, it wouldn't normally fit in there, but you see it just kind of materialize almost. And sets it down. Says, I have a few. Well, these are my personal notes on a few
Personal
creatures.
notes.
Yes. A few creatures that I've thoroughly studied in my past. I think you'll find these lessons quite useful.
I'll memorize every word.
I'm sure you will, my dear. I'm sure you will. Kind of leans back.
Alex like hugs the notes to her chest. Like she's afraid like the air will like hurt them somehow. She's got
Kind of. There's a like bite the inside of her cheek. How much do you know of Thay?
say,
Thay.
say, um, I, not much, if anything.
If you have spare time after you finish with that, or if any of your friends have the time, I would recommend looking into its political structure, or maybe its leaders. Della, just off the top of your head, you do know of Thay?
Mhm.
It's mentioned in the Dungeons and Dragons movie as well, but it's a mageocracy over in the eastern side.
They're
Oh.
evil as shit.
Oh no.
You have heard rumor that the Thayans are not great people.
And dangerous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll definitely look into that. She's like already thinking about like who she could possibly ask about this if there are books on it somewhere. Just like,
She gives you a slow nod and says, I won't be able to be around. Well, the next few days, I have a funeral to attend.
oh, I'm sorry for your loss.
She kind of gives a soft laugh. Says, don't worry. No one very close to me, but close to someone I know.
Ah, we'll pass along the condolences then.
I will. I'll make sure they hear of it. But while I'm gone, there is an associate of mine will most likely be joining you for this endeavor.
Oh,
And this will be a little bit more than your standard adventuring affair. But they'll let you know when the time is right.
well, all right. I'll do my best to be ready when it's time. I will be ready when it's time.
I know you will be, my dear. You are just so eager. She just pinches you on the cheek a little bit. Enjoy the spell listed in there. I hope it serves you well.
Thank you.
And I will see you around, hopefully. And you see as she pulls
Nice.
out a small tuning fork from the same pouch. And it's like a deep, like almost ugly blue. And just by looking at it and like being in the immediate vicinity, it's like frigid cold coming off of it. It's crazy. But she kind of flicks it, and then immediately her whole form just vanishes with like a small like burst of air. She's gone.
Oh. Oh, he's like stares at where Puppy, can you please? Can you please? It's just squeaking the toy like right next to me. Like just stares after where she was and hugs the notes even tighter.
Absolutely.
Oh, I was gonna see if she wanted a goodie bag before she left.
uh, you notice one is missing. No, just kidding. Yeah. You have received, as you kind of open it, just to glance at the contents, you see an interesting like description of a spell called I believe it's called Embodiment of Decay. Is what it's called.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And as you kind of look over it, it apparently gives you the ability to turn into any undead of your CR/level or lower. And in the following pages, you see basically full schematic blueprint style and anatomical dissections that are very thorough of several creatures. And it'll take some time to fully ingest these notes, but you have all
Yeah,
those.
I'm gonna break in that library.
Hell yeah. And I will message you what exactly those particular creatures are.
Sweet.
You see one that's just a straight up fucking hand. You see like a basic ass zombie. You see a skeleton that is the stuff of like 13 to 15 feet tall. And last but not least, you see what looks like a T-Rex with several chunks of flesh missing from it. And you process all of this for a moment. You're like,
Very interesting.
yep. Yeah. I believe we've discussed that already, but yeah, it's a dope ass spell. Can't wait for you to use it.
Yeah. She'll deposit the notes in the library to keep them safe and then go to see what Rob's doing.
Awesome. Grub is still awake, kind of laying down, and smiles at you as you enter, just chilling. And we'll just go,
She'll give the same giggle and the cuddling will commence.
The cuddling commences. And then we fade out of that scene. Awesome. I think that's everything we had for the party this evening. So we'll wind up unless anybody else had anything they wanted to do before bedtime.
No.
All right. In that case, we end that evening's party. And we come into the next day. The keep is in a state. There actually isn't a huge mess because you hired some good hands. But there is, it's in the process of being cleaned up, you know? And just the area outside is, well, inside, sorry. It's being worked on, but there's stuff everywhere. Tables are a little bit overturned, and it's, you know, post-party blues, because it's like, oh man, that was fun, but also now I have to deal with all these dishes.
Kaz pitches in and helps out.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Kaz appreciates his staff and wants them to be treated well.
Hell yeah. Well, that's very nice of you. As you all kind of come down for the morning, Blake, you do come down as well. With Andreas actually has spent the night. Though both of your backs are kind of sore because there's no furniture. Just made do with what you had for sleeping. And you all recover to a decently hearty breakfast made by your new chef. who has woken up in time to make something nice for y'all.
Oh, thank goodness.
It's hot. There's lots of coffee, and your pounding heads appreciate this. Um, Keswin, you notice that Zachariah is not around at this moment.
Yeah, I figured he might have gone back home. I didn't want to really do the goodbye.
Yeah. You do have on your phone. You have a DM on Flame Talk.
Oh, open that up.
There you
It
go.
is it is titled Lavender at Lemongrass.
Hey,
It says, "Hey kiddo, saw you were otherwise engaged, had to slip out. Got Flame Talk just for you, so I can watch your stuff. Keep up the good work. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up."
I do a gym weight emoji and just send him that back.
There's a double bicep gym weight, gym weight, gym weight.
Yep,
It's a very rapid response that comes back as well, I might add.
excellent.
You also see that this account has no like profile picture on it at all, but you know who it's from.
Yep, yeah. I after helping to clean up the room, I start working out with the weight.
Absolutely. Which brings us
In
into
front.
some downtime.
Yep, I do it in front of Reinhardt too to show him that I can get swole like him.
Sure. Do some heavy lifting. Reinhardt does seem intrigued by your little stick that you're working out with that doesn't have any weights on it, but kind of shrugs and doesn't call you out on it because has manners.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah. So for downtime activities, I don't think I prepped you all for this, but there's gonna be like at least a week-long period here, maybe a little bit less, of stuff that you guys can do. And I know you have a lot of money that might be burning holes in your pockets. So if you have anything you'd like to do, we'll go around. Rafi, is there anything for this? We'll give you a week of downtime activities. Is there anything you'd like to do with your time?
No, just kind of go sightseeing.
Okay.
See if we've missed anything during the time that we were at White Plume Mountain.
In Waterdeep?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You haven't been here in Waterdeep that long. There is always new stuff to do. It's honestly it's called the Jewel of the North for a reason. There's just so much in this place. But as you kind of make your way through and anyway around, you see there's a awesome looking spa-like resort area down not on the docks, but like towards the beachier side of the city with the nice real estate. Which you see is pretty cool. You also see there is a comedy club night going on one end of the village of the city, sorry. As well as a few other activities. If you have any thoughts, there's probably whatever you're thinking of.
Okay.
But you could do all of the above.
Comedy club sounds great. He's gonna try to get his friends to go with.
Sure. Would you all like to go out on a comedy club night?
Kaz will. He does need to keep working out. He also wants to go and back to the place where those magical weapons were being basically brokered or traded to us.
Right.
And
yes.
I wanted to look at was it the the pole arm. There were 2 pole arms
There
in
were
there.
2, yes. So yeah, you go back to your good buddy, Baron Althon, his
Yep.
place. And they do let you in. I assume, do you take Della with you with the?
I would take Della with.
Okay.
Um,
I think you said you wanted to try and maybe trade.
yeah, I had made we'd probably struck up a conversation about how I probably should get the pole arms.
Yeah, and seeing how her patron reacted to
You having that
the
weapon
other
was
thing, she's
not
like,
thrilled.
yeah, you know what?
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
On second thought.
Yeah. So you see, as you kind of take this in, the Baron greets you pretty enthusiastically. He loves you guys at this point. He says, "Oh yes, we can absolutely arrange a trade if that's what you're looking for." Yes, so we've got you said the 2 longer ones that I had on display for you. Yes. So I had, and he kind of looks over to the wall of like longer things and says, I had picked out 2 of my finest pieces over here for your choice. He points to one. He says, this one I had set aside. It's like a proud scratched and like in certain parts of the blade itself, like slightly dented and very worn. Like it's definitely seen some battle. It's just resting on a display rack. It's got like a single red and slightly tattered banner that hangs stubbornly from like the tip of the spike of the axe. And because as you look at it, despite the battle usage, the blade, like the actual cut part, it's razor sharp.
Gotcha. So that was the one of the 2 that I was gonna go with, I believe.
Yes.
So I'll grab that. I'm gonna grab that one.
There's the second option I wanted to throw
Okay,
out for
give
you
me
as well.
option 2 again. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So there is also on a rack over on the glaive section of his massive collection. There's a glaive with a bone white and deep blue shaft. Like it's bone white along the shaft, and like there's veins of blue that kind of run through it. Really weird. You've never seen wood that looks like that, but it does appear to be wood of some kind. You also see it is covered with a deep blue leather cover, just kind of fitted around and strapped to it. And as you're looking at it, the Baron does come over with an expert gloved hand and pop off the leather strap and pull it off. And there's an audible like shing sound. You see a bluish like crystal blade. It's kind of veined with flecks of white. And it's see-through. It's almost like it's made out of quartz.
That's sick.
And you see along the like base where the blade attaches to the shaft, you actually see these, it's like dragon motif with like the head and then a wing stretched out behind it.
That's really cool.
You can make a nature history or arcana check to try and identify what kind of dragon that is. And also you can ask for information on these weapons. He might know some things.
Yeah, can you tell me a little bit about the weapons?
He said, no checks for me. Please just tell me.
Yeah, because I don't know shit.
That's
you
fair.
know, I'm -1 on all 3, so.
Della, you're also here if you'd like to. But the Baron goes, oh, yes. This is actually one in a couple of weapons I've acquired. This is a Crystal Dragon's Wrath glaive. See, it's actually made from the spine of a sturdy dragon of the crystal quartz variety. Gem dragons are not necessarily rare, but propose a more neutral alignment to other dragons, so are harder to find. They tend to be raising less towns and benefiting society less as well. So this is quite a intense piece. It's you don't know, gem dragons apparently are suffused with radiant energy all their lives, which is quite interesting. This over here is the Battle Master's halberd. It tends to be extremely effective in the hands of a capable warrior. Despite its wear and tear, it is also an extremely potent weapon. I think either would suit you rather well, Casper. I don't know the specifics of the halberd, but it is been told it's very efficient.
Even upon that description, the radiant sounds awesome, but he's been drawn to that halberd.
Totally fine.
That's what's calling out for him.
He will take the dwarven thrower, and you get the Battle Master's halberd, which is pretty dope, and you should be able to add it directly to your D&D Beyond inventory.
All right, let me go and get it added.
It is a scaling weapon, so I believe. Are you guys 10th level now?
We
Ninth.
are 9th level.
9th level. Okay, so right now it's a +1 weapon. When you reach 10th level, it increases to +2, +3 at 15th if you get there. You also get a maneuver from your choice available to the Battlemaster archetype in the fighter class. It scales off of strength, and you get a superiority dice to use with that. And
Why can I?
it's pretty
I
dope.
tried to add it, but I can't find it in the
Battlemaster's
list.
halberd?
Yeah, I went to.
Interesting.
Hmm.
I'll see. We'll get you in there. You're
We'll
not gonna
figure it
fight
out
this
later.
session.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
But dope. You have that. And I assume you use
It
the
should
rest.
be right there. Yeah,
Does it not work? It worked for you?
yeah,
When
type in
when I
battle.
when I go into filter and I click battle, it doesn't add it.
Weird. Do better.
Apparently, I know.
Continuing with that, I assume you use the rest of your free time to train with this.
With the weights.
dumbbell.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, you get essentially I forget what the strength one is. You said a bull, right?
Full strength. Yep.
Yeah, it simply works as a tome of bull strength. So if you add that to your inventory as well, you will
That is a
increase your
plus
strength
4.
by... Oh shit.
Are you sure that's a dome of bull strength?
What the hell? That's
Probably a plus 2, right? Because bull strength is a
what I
plus
meant
4.
to make it.
Yeah, it's
supposed to
probably
be
a
a plus 2,
2.
so you get a +1 to
It's
your
not a
modifier.
4. Yeah, it's not a 4. It's a 2. I gotcha.
That's crazy.
We'll go and fix that up to be a plus 2.
Okay. It's like the intelligence one is only a +2. Like, what the fuck? All right.
Yeah, bull strength is plus 2. Is plus 4 when you cast the spell. So
Okay. Well, that's silly.
we'll fix
Too
that
much
right here.
I'm not making you that crazy. You already get a
Yeah,
weapon.
we'll fix that right here, and bam.
Awesome. Dope. So you do that. Rafi, make sure you guys all have nice, enjoyable downtime. With the comedy club. Della, you are studying.
Studying, yeah. She'll meet up with Grub, have some study dates at the library, get
Absolutely.
some coffee.
Grub is
They make each other
both...
flashcards.
Yeah, Grub is both fascinated and slightly weirded out, but honestly, they're like, fuck yeah, this is cool. This is metal. And Grub will assist you with learning all this stuff as you study these things.
Oh yeah.
So I will send you the comprehensive list, but all 4 of those creatures I believe I gave you, you can turn into those with the spell when you cast it.
Nice.
And essentially, for any audience members that maybe didn't watch Spelljammer or anybody that's new, our Spelljammer game, it's basically an undead's polymorph spell, but you have to study the undead before you can turn into it. You can't just turn into it from looking at it. But dope. You do that, and there's a thing for Claire when she's here, so we'll do that next session. But Ty,
Mm-hmm.
what would you like to do with Blake as these next few weeks roll by and you you begin to really embody this blade and its purpose a little bit more? And your place is your master's champion.
Well, I think he like to talk to Flair about it, just go over some things that like this is probably gonna be dangerous for a while, or like he fully understands the sword and things, and he apologizes for the other night, obviously.
There's no
Yeah,
need.
yeah, he was
I
drunk.
understand. My dear,
And
I don't own you. You are a free man.
Blake gets closer to him, hugs him, and says, "You've made me a free man." Um, and he says, "I think I need to go on a trip to understand what I need to do with this blade. I don't know what the future holds, but it seems dangerous, and Caraptus seems to still be around, and I don't know what might happen. So I think I need to go on a trip to figure out things and, and see what all this is about."
He he looks at you and kind of nods, but expression's very solemn. I was afraid of that. But I know you. Since I have met you and since I've talked with that blade, known that your destinies were bound to cross, more likely than not. So, I knew I would have to give both of you up at some point. But something like this is not meant to be kept in a display case. No matter what Ulthon might think. It's meant to fulfill its purpose. And I'm sure at some point those other two weapons will find their way out again. And whatever the three of you end up doing will happen. But that's an adventure for another time. And I will miss you. And he kind of holds you by the face and kisses you on the forehead. You have my blessing. Do what you will. But don't let that thing own you either. The partnership. Make sure it knows that.
Indeed. I pray for your safe keeping, Holmgarn.
I'll make sure that I stay safe. You just make sure you come back eventually.
This is my home.
Always will be. There is one last embrace before Blake dusts down. Walks, or maybe rides, out of Waterdeep to find out what his destiny with this blade is. And maybe we'll revisit that at some point. but it is not this day. Awesome. And I think that is pretty good stopping point, unless anybody had anything last they want to do.
Good here.
Sounds like we're in a good spot then. We will next week be coming back to well, first off, Maria's got to answer for their downtime too. We'll see what Claire gets up to, but we'll also be beginning next week the if you've ever heard of Dead and Thay, the module, and we'll have a new guest to join us. Unfortunately, Ty, you have finished with Blake's story for now. We love you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, thank you for coming.
Thanks for playing.
So much
Yeah,
fun.
thank you, thank you.
It's been also having Blake along for the ride. And I can't wait to see where things go in the future. And probably we'll have you back on at some point.
Hopefully not as a boss.
Yeah, well, don't give anything away. Just kidding. Well, I will go ahead. We just had the one resub tonight with Flock Obama, so thank you so much, Flock Obama, for the resub and all the Lux and whatnot, and just hanging out with us. Oh, dang, Jazz been making moves. Hey, look, Jazz does things, all right? Jazz got her own story. But yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll start a raid. I'll pick somebody to raid, but in the meantime, thank you all so much. We love you sincerely. Be sure to check out the Sunday night and Monday night shows for anybody that's watching this now or in the future. We love you too. And we'll see you all next week here on Iron Valor. Bye-bye.
Awesome.
Bye.
Awesome.